A while ago, I was loading at my job, and there's two pods to load at, and we were both facing the other way. So there's two of us from Stevens Transport, and I was in discussion with this enthusiastic, very kind, and friendly individual who's still friendly and kind and goes out of his way to say hi to me, which is, I gotta tell you, I think he's probably the only one that does. Anyway, he was talking to me about stuff. He found out that I was interested in the Hebrew and Genesis 1, and I knew that he figured out I was a Baptist, And so I had told him, I grew up in church. My dad's a pastor. My brother's a pastor. I went to 5 years of Bible college. And so he was very glad to hear that. He's like, great, all right. And then so he started asking me questions that were leading questions, like leading the witness. And, he's like, somehow we got on the subject of the Lord's Prayer. Our Father, which art in heaven, hallowed be thy name. And, he was very specific to point that out. And he says, do you know what Psalms something says? It says thy name is Jehovah. I'm like, really? Jehovah? His name is so precious, and his name is Jehovah. Well, that's great. Only one problem with that is that there's no J in Hebrew. Out of the 22 letters, there's no J. And furthermore, no J sound. So Jehovah's not his name. That's a German translation adapted somehow, I guess. And, but he never brought that up again. So, ever. That worked. I guess a little bit of knowledge pushed back the frontiers of ignorance. And by ignorance, I mean lifting up his name that is not his name. Because it's not Jehovah. Nobody actually knows how to pronounce that. Jehovah, Yahweh. There's lots of renditions. Nobody knows exactly what it is. But just in case you were thinking, I know a very sweet name. Jesus is the sweetest name I know. You see the problem with that? That Jesus isn't his name either. No. It would be Yeshua, and that's not even a holy name, because that's like John today, or Bob, basically. Very common, I would think, right? And it wasn't foretold that his name would be Yeshua. It was going to be Emmanuel. Very different. So, Jesus might be the sweetest name you know, but it isn't his name. That's for sure. Sorry to bust your bubble. Hopefully you can go back and erase all this if it really disturbs you. And now you're thinking, wait a minute, they're Jews. That starts with a J. How can you be a Jew and not have a J in your vocabulary? Germans. I guess the German language does not have a Y sound. That's my guess. I don't know German, but by logical deduction, I'm guessing that there's no Y in the German language. So, through translations, those names have been holierized, and it is my humble opinion that, let's not make a big deal out of something that shouldn't be, right? So, and besides that, hallowed be thy name is like your reputation, not a word that you say, okay? That's my opinion. So, hope that was entertaining. Later.